30. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side.
Bring it.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Tucker McCann.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed.
Ain't doing nothing.
Pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. Their first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back.
You weren't supposed to accept that, bro.
Here's Mack. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now a carry from Mack. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
That's good. Got it. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go up top again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. I hope that's rolls.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then
oh my God.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Jawan Bentley.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. He's going to keep it again. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Matt. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
Damn,
it's a
man,
good
he
running
get
back
cut.
play.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That looks good on this game. Look a dub on my time.
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Vito got that from me.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, my goodness.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I get the body.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time.
Yeah.
Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw
like, what is you doing, Brandon Cooks, bro?
Insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
What you mean?
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field.
Was
But
it
if
my
there were,
Agnew?
he silenced
He
those
played
thoughts
the out in
there.
real life.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Packers' 7-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
McCann's kick up and good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have
Fuck
planned.
that.
Some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. The passing game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Like, why are you holding, bro? I'm a fucking kicker.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
It's a gain of 9 yards.
I knew you was finna be mad off of that. Oh, my mama. Oh, my mama. Oh, my mama. I'm like, watch this. He's finna be mad as fuck.
Here's Marlon Mack.
He a little
And
guy.
he'll be brought down shy of the 40.
Don't lie, he a little guy, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
6 yards the
I
pick
ain't
up,
gonna
and
lie.
that's a first
He
down.
little.
It's a gain of 6. And the
On first down, they'll stay back on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You do him?
gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
That's out to the left flat and complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That one tossed left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
on the ground, it's Mack. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Patriots 24. Packers 19.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Back to the first half, Charles, and I see the look on your face. You're thinking the same thing. They had that opportunity to take the 3. They went for it on 4th in the first half, didn't get it. That could loom large.
So if they had taken the 3, successfully kicked the field goal, they'd only need a field goal now. That's what we were talking about when we mentioned it on that drive.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 32-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Damn.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
You don't even see how it's stood.
At the 35-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was.
Out.
That
Let me
50
throw that.
range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just,
You
if they leave it short,
E-Ride, bro. I'm tired of having a shitty quarterback,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
No, we already got 3 picks, bro.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
I got picked though.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Nothing. About to throw it to the grab.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Damn.
And look at this. They get the turnover.
I didn't, bro, my granny, I just threw it to him, bro. He just threw it all the way over there, bro. What the fuck? Bro, you see what I'm talking about, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. Let me build my quarterback. What the fuck? My granny, my quarterback shitty as fuck, bro. Like, how the fuck? How, bro? How?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
You a lame. I ain't fucking with you.
They need it. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed and showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The quarterback will keep it himself. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Packers 19.
This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time,
why the fuck is he on
the team
Devontae Adams,
expecting it,
bro?
they do actually recover.
Oh my
which is what we
fucking
saw
god.
here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh my
Throw
god.
to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Williams on the coverage.
Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. This is probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touch, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you snap the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.
The shit out of
the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Patriots, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the calendar